Welcome back to 10 Podcast. I'm your host, Davina Shorter, where we talk about everything business and entrepreneurship. Today, I have a special guest with me. She's a business owner. She owns a boutique. She is a supermodel, a fashionista, and just all around good time. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Cook. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's so good to see you.
I know. I haven't seen you in real life.
Like, really?
In quite some time.
So, me and Sam used to be on a reality show together. It was a reality show about entrepreneurs. That was where we met. And then we just like adopted each other as sisters because we were just so much alike. And we've been able to watch each other's journey and successes ever since. Introduce yourself for the people that don't know who you are, what you do, and all of that.
Hey guys, I'm Sam Cook. I am owner of a online clothing boutique. I don't know about fashion model.
Fashion model.
I model my own clothes. I do that. So yes, I have an online clothing boutique. I have been in business for years. I think I started in September 2010.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I've had a storefront, a brick and mortar. I've had other spaces, and now I'm solely online.
Okay. Go back to the beginning.
Okay.
2010?
2010.
That's a long time. How old were you then? Okay, sorry.
Davina.
I mean, you had to be like, what, 11 or something?
I know, right? So, no, listen. So, I'll take you back.
Okay.
I used to produce fashion shows in the city of Chicago.
Really?
Me and my two sisters. And so, I always wanted to have a boutique, but I didn't know how to do it.
Okay.
And so, I was producing fashion shows. I would get like other designers, Chicago-based designers or boutiques to participate in the show, and we would put the shows on and all of that. And I was just like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, right? And so I was doing that. I was working in retail on Michigan Avenue because I've always been a retail girl, but I didn't know how to start a boutique. And so what happened was I had a baby, and like Kingston will be 15 in 2 weeks. So I think 2009, Jesus, 2009. And then my father passed away unexpectedly in February of 2010. So I was like, life is short. That's when the first time it ever really hit me, because he was the first person that close to me that passed away.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I need to do what I want to do, but how do I do it? So one day, I have a friend, she's a designer. She lives in St. Louis. I called her, and I was like, you had a boutique before? And she was like, yeah. I was like, tell me what to do. And she was like, go to LA to this place called The Alley. I have a sister who lives in LA. I'm like, Halima, what's The Alley? She was like, I don't know, but let's find out. So by the time my son was 8 months, me and my sister and my baby went to LA.
Oh, you were serious?
Listen, I was working a full-time job, barely making money, right? Barely could pay my rent, okay? But I saved like a few $100s. I mean, stuff was cheaper at that time, right? I saved maybe like $800, no money. Went to LA, got there to The Alley.
So what was The Alley?
The Alley is the wholesale district. Okay. So before I went, my friend in St. Louis, Sherelle, she did tell me, get a tax ID, get a name, and I'm like, okay, because I didn't know anything. And so I went there overwhelmed.
Good overwhelmed?
No.
Like, I'm so positive. Good overwhelmed?
I'm talking about, I was pushing my baby in a stroller. My sister brought my niece, who was like 3 at the time. We didn't have no idea what we was getting into. It was so many vendors inside of these little stores. I'm talking about blocks and blocks and blocks. I didn't know where to start. I didn't know what I should be buying. I melted down. I called Walter Cook. I said, I'm here and I don't know what to do. I was like, he said, girl, if you don't buy that stuff and come home. So I was like, okay.
So is it like, and I don't want to say it's wrongly, I'm just trying to get a, so like flea market on steroids type of thing?
I wouldn't, yes and no.
Okay.
The reason I say yes is because it's so many vendors, but the way it's built out, it's like store after store after store. It's like all of these brick buildings, and it's just stores for blocks.
Okay, alley.
The alley. And so I was like, I ain't know what to buy. I ain't know where to start. So I said, my sister was like, start with something simple. So I bought handbags and accessories. That's what I did.
Did you have to have, your business stuff to get that stuff?
When I tell you these people didn't ask me for nothing, I kept saying to people, because I printed out my tax. Now I know it by heart, right? I printed out a copy of my tax. It was like, I have this. Nobody cared. Nobody cared.
You have money? Come on.
Right. You pay now. Right? Nobody cared. And so that's what I did. I did that. I came home. This was before, no, let me be clear. People was on Facebook. I was not. I was like, I don't want to do social. It wasn't my thing. I was taking pictures. Walter Cook had a Polaroid. I'm not a Polaroid. A camera, a digital camera, right? I was taking pictures with this camera of each item, plugging the camera up into my laptop, uploading the pictures, and emailing the pictures to my friends.
Not a mail list before mail list was a thing.
I'm trying to say. And my sister, who lives in LA, was like, you gotta get on Facebook. And I was like, no.
That's so funny.
That's how I started. Yeah.
So one thing that stands out with your story is how important mentorship is.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what you don't know, and to not be afraid to call someone who has done it before you and get guidance on what you want to do, and starting small, starting scared, you know, like all of those,
terrified,
but you still did it 8 months later with the, like that's crazy.
Yeah, I believe in mentorship. When I was in high school, there was a teacher. She was my homeroom teacher. And she started a program for girls, and she was mentoring us, and that stuck with me. And so I try to help people as much. So anytime there are younger women that come to me and be like, I want to start a boutique, and people keep saying, charge them. No, because then nobody. When I talked to my friend in St. Louis, she was the last person. There were women here, let's be clear, that I know that have a business, wouldn't tell me a doggone thing.
Really?
I'm talking about, my sister got a friend that I've known since I was 8 and had a thriving business at the time, wouldn't tell me nothing.
Wow.
So I was like, that's when I called her. I said, Sherelle. So I'm big on extending my hand because I couldn't get that. You know what I'm saying? So it's always just been a part of who I am.
So I'm glad you say that, because we're finna help the people out here today that want to start this business. So as I was writing these questions, I was just really thinking about you.
Okay.
Right? And tons of people have businesses. Some of people sell clothes.
Saturated.
It is, but you stand out to me so much. And I was trying to put my finger on, like, what is it? Like, what is it about Sam's business that's different from everybody else? And I had an aha moment.
Okay, I'm ready. I want to know. Wait, let me take a sip.
Okay, this is my theory. This is what I have observed. 2 things. The first one is you run your business like a corporation. Like, I could picture you having a meeting with yourself. Like, you run your business
I talk to myself,
like a corporation. You know, you do not run it like a side. Nothing. It's just like it's corporate. Number one, and number two is your PR. I've never seen someone create all of these opportunities for themselves, and I would love to hear more. I know you've been on the Jennifer Hudson Show. I think you were on one of the local news here. You have did the Walmart marketplace. You did the Macy's thing. Like, who is doing that?
Me.
I want to get into your brain, because to me, you're your own PR.
It's funny you say that, because I don't know. That's my honest answer.
What makes you do it? Are you just extra, and it's just like your extraness gets you like, I should go do that. I should go apply.
I don't know. So with the news thing, I met a girl. I don't even know how I met her. I met this lady, Monique, and she was doing a fashion show in Chicago. She reached out to me, asked me to be a part of it. I was like, okay. And so the fashion show wasn't coming up for months, right? She called me on a Friday. Ironically, I was literally getting my hair done, sitting in the chair at that moment when she called me and said, you want to go on the news on Sunday? I was like, yeah. Didn't know why, nothing. I was like, yeah. She said, can you get 2 models to wear your stuff? I said, yeah. Didn't know who was gonna do it, but why I'm gonna miss this opportunity, right? I'll figure that out later.
Exactly.
So that's how that happened. Jennifer Hudson, I signed myself up for Bank of America has a women's entrepreneurship program through Cornell University. I signed up for that. I completed the courses. Bank of America paid for it, right? So it was free. It's free to women. And when the Jennifer Hudson Show reached out, they said, we got your information through Bank of America. Now, my business accounts are also with Bank of America.
Wow.
So I don't know where it came from, but people were like, Boss Cook was like, sounds sketchy. I said, don't, not to me. And he was like, you gonna call this lady back? I said, yeah. Yeah, let's just see, right? So that happened like that. It's almost like everything happens by chance, and then when I start talking to the people, because the lady emailed and was like, when are you available for us to at least have a Zoom to see if you're fit for the show? Maybe she called me on Zoom that next day, because I was like, honey, call me tomorrow, right? Like, let's get this going. And we had conversation. She was like, Sam, I love you. I was like, I know.
You're really contagious. Your personality is a bit contagious. I would say that.
I realized that people either love me or they hate me.
Yeah.
There's never been an in-between for me. It's just what it is. But as far as like PR on social media and stuff like that, you reached out to me a year or so ago, I don't know, and was like, you need to be posting more. You need to be doing this. When I tell you social media is my Achilles heel, I hate it.
But you do it.
But I'm like, if I'm gonna do it, I gotta do it.
Yeah, and you've been killing it too.
Listen, it's tough because I've been going through like financial stuff. So there was a young lady that was doing my social media posts, and she was coming up with this and all of that, and I had to let her go early last year, I think. So I've been doing it on my own, and I said to myself not too long ago, like, I ain't too bad at this.
I know, right?
I just don't like to do it. Yeah.
So do you batch create?
No.
You should.
Sometimes for like, when I know, okay, so like the whole Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, when that was coming up, I did create a lot at one time, and I could just, schedule them and have them sent out. But for the most part, I'm going to tell you I tried
Okay.
to sit down on Sunday or Monday
Mm-hmm.
and create for the week. Sometimes it don't happen like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I do for a couple of days. I go from Monday to Wednesday, get that together, and then I'll do the end of the week. It just really depends on how I feel at the time and what I got going on. If I ain't got nothing going on, then I'll sit there all day and do it. But
put on some good music.
yeah,
some
but not all the
wine.
time. Yeah.
Well, so I've also found, since you travel a lot, you know,
Yeah.
airport times is a good time to just organize your stuff, or at least put them
I
in
ain't never at the
folders.
airport long enough. I am not the person that be like, oh, we gotta be there 3 hours in
Oh
advance.
yeah, I'm that person.
Baby, my son be
That's
like,
'cause
what?
Leo, right?
Yeah.
That's that
Uh-uh.
cocky Leo. They be like, the plane's gonna wait for me.
I'm like, the flight is at 1. In my mind, I work off half hours and hours.
Oh God.
I do. I've been doing it for years. I'm like, if the flight is at 1, we need to be on the way by. We need to leave out at 11. We get there at 11:30. We go through security. It'll be 12 o'clock. I can grab Kingston something to eat. It's time to board the plane. That's how I work in my mind.
And I probably would be at the airport at 11.
I'll be like, we can wait. We can leave at that time.
I like to relax. I
Oh,
like to.
yeah.
I hate.
Yeah. And then I'll be the first person to be like, I hate the airport hassle. Because I'm always
you late.
rushing.
Because you late. Yeah, I cannot. So, it seems like another, I guess, huge quality of yours that's working for you seems to be your fearlessness. You know, just I'll just take the chance, you know, and just, hey, if it happens, it happens. Like,
Yeah.
do you get scared now? Like, when you had to do those appearances, when you did, like, what's going on the inside?
I get scared once I get there.
Mm-hmm.
Not preparing for it, not when I first say yes, not leading up to it. When I did ABC News, I was like, I got my makeup done that morning, like I was ready. We got in the green room, we were waiting, and then I was like, I gotta use the bathroom. I was like, I gotta use the bathroom. I got real nervous, like my pits started to sweat. I used the bathroom. In the words of SWV, release some tension. And I was like, let's go. Jennifer Hudson, I was fine until we pulled up to the building. So, honey, listen, they sent a car to the airport to take us to the hotel. They covered everything. They sent the car to pick us up to bring us to the studio. So the whole ride to the studio, I was fine. We get there, I see her banner on the wall. I was like, wait, this is happening. And I instantly was like,
not this happening once we there.
And so my sister, who lives in LA, she came and she was like, just breathe. And I'm like, okay. They came out, they COVID tested us. When they came back and said all the tests was clear, we can come in. I was like, let's go. I was fine then. But at first I was like, I was nervous.
Both of those are such good stories.
Oh, thanks.
It really, first of all, do you feel like a boss?
No.
No.
I don't employ nobody.
Do you feel accomplished?
Sometimes.
Okay.
I look back and I say I've come a long way, because I have. There's so many things I still want to do, so many goals I still have. You know what I'm saying? And I think that all of those things that has already happened, it's just another layer of fabric to my story. My brother-in-law used to tell me when I was younger, and I would be like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna be this in fashion. He was like, this just you remember the show E! True Hollywood? He's like, this just your E! True Hollywood story. And I'm like, it is. Right. So that's how I feel like this is just all leading up to my big story, you know, so.
Do you know what you envision it to be, or?
Eventually, so part of my prayer, right, is for House of Très Jolie to be a household name for Sam Cooke to be a household name.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even care if people don't know like me, you know, but if they know my name and know the business name, it's like, oh, that's that girl that got, you know. So at some point, I know that people are like shying away from brick and mortars, but brick and mortars are coming back. Spaces are coming back because we want to be outside. You know how much traffic I was in today? It's Sunday. Just to get here, because people are outside. My goal is to have a store here, a store in Dallas, a store in Atlanta, maybe Houston. Houston's might be a little too ratchet for me. Houston's a good time.
Don't you live in Houston?
Dallas.
Oh, Dallas, okay.
I mean, Houston is a good party time, but I don't know. So I want to have brick and mortars in different places. And there are other businesses I aspire to have too. So at some point, I just want to see how they'll all work together.
I really enjoy talking to you because I'm extra, right? And I love when I meet another extra person that's even more extra than me. Like, I love to watch myself on the others. Like, hey, is that how I be? You know, but extraness makes you have a little bit more delusion. And delusion, literally, that stuff becoming true. And everybody looking at you like, she's just so extra. But I'm extra getting cars sent to me to go and do talk shows. That's crazy. And amazing.
I think I've always been extra. When I was younger, it was a bad thing. You know, people made me feel bad about it. And now I'm like, it's who I am. I don't care. Like, I don't care what they say. I don't care if they're bothered that I carry my handbag and a crease on my arm. I don't care if they're, like, people be like, that's where you carry your bag. You always, I don't care no more.
I remember when I first met you, I had to do the social media for the show. And I think you sent me a picture, I sent a picture or whatever, and it was just like, I don't care. That's actually, that's who I am. So, you know, like, it was just like, you took a second to maybe wanting to judge the picture. I'm like, you know what? That's actually exactly who I am. That says my personality the most, you know?
Because it's like, at this big age, why am I not leaning into who I am? It's just what it is. And I'm not trying to change it. I can't change it. I don't think I can. I think it's just who I am. And take it or leave it.
I know, that's right.
I don't care.
So we talked about a lot of good moments in your business. What were some of the maybe downfalls or things that got you off track or things that you had to learn from all these years?
The biggest hurdle to my particular business is money. My business is not like a hairstylist, right? You just come in, you get a space, you pay for the space every month, but you do people hair and you can recoup that in 1 or 2 people, right? My business, I have to purchase stuff and hope that somebody buy it and buy it at full price, right? So then I could recoup what I spent and make a profit. So it's always been financial. And then outside of that, there have been moments of me wondering, like, having doubts. I doubt myself. You know, are people gonna like what I purchase? Is this gonna sell? Does this scream more of me and not my customers? I really had to learn. It took a long time to learn my customer base because I went to a seminar. I went to a trade show and I went to this seminar at the show. It was called the ABCs of fashion, of boutique buying in fashion. And the lady said, one mistake that we make is we buy stuff that we love. Like, oh, that would look good on me. My sister gonna look cute in that. Oh, wait till my friends see this. She was like, that's a mistake. You need to figure out who your customer is. How old is that girl? What does she wear during the day? How was she dressing at night? Does she brunch on Saturday and Sunday? Is she a homebody? Who is she? Right?
I'm a marketing major, buyer persona. I love a person that knows their buyer persona.
And so once I figured that out, it was easier. It helped me with buying. So now my biggest hurdles be, because I have customers who will go wild like me. Like, I'm a colorful girl. I'm in black today, but I'm usually colorful. Or the safe customer, they're gonna like the same item, but this person wanted in hot pink and this person want black or tan. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, I gotta get all 3 colors. Or what do I do? So that's the biggest issue now. But it was really just taking time to learn my business, learn my customer. Yeah.
And I would assume that just comes with time and wisdom.
It does. It does. And I didn't know the importance of having people sign up on your email list, because then you can gather more information from them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I use Klaviyo for my email and texting.
Okay.
And Klaviyo allows me to break people down in segments. You know what I'm saying? And so I can get as much information from them, and Klaviyo segments that stuff. So if I'm like, oh, it's the color purple is coming out next month. What can I do? Who can I and I have these items that will be perfect for people going to see the movie. We know the color purple is not coming out, just using it. And it's like, the way the system is set up, I can filter and segment just to those people. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me be clear. It takes time to physically sit there and put those people in those categories. And once you get that information, but
it's worth it.
Yeah.
Klaviyo. That's good. Is that more for like the fashion industry?
No, it integrates with Shopify. Okay. It's one of those apps that integrates with Shopify. I'm sure they integrate with other sites too. And so it's just for your website, regardless of what the business is. So and it just allows you to create all these different flows and everything. So it's really a back of house tool that I would recommend for anybody who has a website.
You mentioned Klaviyo. You've mentioned an entrepreneur program that you went into. You seem to be just really intentional about being a business owner. What other programs or tools or whatever do you kind of stand by or recommend?
I would recommend for anybody who sells a product to get off of GoDaddy, get off of Wix. GoDaddy is good for your domain name and get your email. Everything else, let them. I don't care if they say their website costs $20 a month. It doesn't integrate with anything. And once you really get into business, you need those integrations, because marketing is what you need. You need to be able to integrate this and that. People need to be able to leave reviews on products, and people can respond back to my text messages. I don't text them back from there, but I can see their responses. I could see if they open up a House of Très Jolie text and just heard it, it'll come back to me. So it's like, leave those other sites alone because they're square. I recently went to, we went to Wisconsin, to a cabin in Wisconsin, the weekend before Thanksgiving for my sister's birthday. Baraboo is where we were. And we went into the little town, cute little American town. Like, you don't know where you are. All the people are out. There's shops and cafes. And it's like, oh, this is so cute, right? So we went into a little boutique. We go in there. I see a lot of stuff, vendors that I've worked with, vendors that I know, like, just because I like to look and see, And so the lady at the register, she had a square register. And I said to her, I said, have you ever thought about...
No, you didn't.
Because I can't...
That's how people want to slap you. That's why.
I can't mind my own business, okay?
I can't either.
I said to the lady, I said, have you ever thought about leaving square? So she was like, no. I said, do you ever do vendor events? You ever go outside of these 4 walls and do events? She said, all the time. I said, let me ask you. and you process with Square when you go out? She said, yeah. I said, and then you have to physically come back here, go into your back of house, and delete the merchandise out your website, don't you? She goes, how do you know? I said, because I have a boutique. I said, that's why I left Square. It doesn't integrate with anything. Square doesn't integrate with nobody's website, okay? So with Shopify, the minute you purchase from me, whether I'm outside in the field or online, it deducts it from my merchandise.
Shopify is that girl.
Baby, it was the best decision I ever made. I done been through, I started with Wix, I had GoDaddy, I had something else. Shopify was the best decision I ever made.
That's good. Have you heard of, I want to call it Zapier?
No.
It's this, and I haven't like dug good into it yet.
Yeah.
But talk about integrations. It's like you can hook it up through ChatGPT, tell ChatGPT to make these things, and then you can integrate it to making a post on LinkedIn or making a post on, like, it can, I mean, anything and everything.
Yeah.
If it doesn't normally have an integration, this is supposed to be the thing that can integrate everything.
See, is that a website host?
It's a software.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's kind of I've noticed my Klaviyo has been doing that for me. As of recently, when I'm composing emails and the text messages, it has the little button and I can press and it'll change everything for me with the AI. Listen, AI is here. We may not like it, but it can be helpful. Right?
We talked about AI like last year.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't want to use that. I was like,
I bet you're using it now.
Show is.
I agree. AI is here, and if you're not using AI, I bet you your competition is using
Your
AI.
competition is. So what I've learned, one thing I've learned from 2010 to 2024 is you gotta change with the times. You gotta roll with it. It's hard for an old girl like me, or you're gonna be left behind, but you gotta do it.
Yeah, I totally agree.
At Forever Secure, we believe life insurance isn't just about preparing for the unexpected. It's about living for today. With our specialized living benefit policies, life insurance becomes a tool for empowering our dreams. Whether it's helping you access cash for medical emergencies, funding your child's education, or jumpstarting that business you've always envisioned, your policy works for you while you're still here to enjoy it. Our expert brokers are here to help you unlock the full potential of your coverage, from accelerating benefits for critical illness to supplementing your retirement income. We ensure that the plan fits your life, not the other way around. It's not just about security, it's about freedom. Freedom to live boldly, plan confidently, and protect the ones you love the most. Forever Secure Life Insurance. Protection today, freedom tomorrow. Contact to learn how we can help you live your best life.
Let's play a game.
Okay.
Let's play
Let
a
me
game.
sit first.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. This is going to be called the Fashion Fire Rapid Questions.
Oh, God. Okay.
So I'll ask questions and you just say the first thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll try.
Okay, I know. Okay, number one. What's your favorite clothing item to sell?
A coat.
Why?
I don't know. I'm an outerwear girl.
I love coats too.
Yeah.
Okay, number two. Heels, sneakers, or flats?
Oh, God. Pre-COVID, heels. Post-COVID, sneakers.
What COVID got to do with it?
Cause when we went in the house, I wouldn't wear shoes.
Yeah.
And now I'm trying to get back into my heels. My feet be hurting.
Especially, I wore Crocs and that just blew everything.
Yeah.
Feet off.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's your ultimate fashion icon?
Rachel Zoe.
Who is that?
Rachel Zoe, a goddess in fashion.
I gotta look her up.
So listen, Rachel Zoe is this lady. She's a celebrity stylist. When I tell you this lady sold This lady be having bracelets all the way up. Listen, but she's so flat. She.
Are you a stylist too?
I have style.
Do you offer that service?
No.
Will you?
Yeah, when people. So let me be clear. Don't look on my website. It ain't there. People close to me will be like, "Can you do this for me?" And I do it. But I don't advertise. I've never advertised that.
Would you?
I would. I have friends. My friend Buddha lives in New York. Every time his wife is going to an event, he like, "Sam, how much money I need to send you? She need X, Y, and Z." I will do it. I don't know why I don't advertise it.
Because that's another stream of income.
It is. I'm just stupid. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Rachel, so look her up.
I will look her up. Okay, number 4. What's one wardrobe staple that every entrepreneur needs?
Every entrepreneur needs? Huh. You know, people be like, "Oh, you need a crisp white shirt." You don't. I don't know. Because I think that entrepreneurs are all in like different segments of business, you know, so I think I'm going to say something comfortable.
Okay.
Because typically when you're an entrepreneur, you're running around doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be comfortable at all times. And then when it's your turn to get in front of the camera, you glam it up a little bit, you know, but I don't know.
Okay, so something comfortable. Okay, number 5. If,
I don't like this laugh. I'm nervous.
If your brand was a celebrity, who would it be?
J-Lo.
Really? Jenny from the block? Why?
Baby, listen. J-Lo is that girl. You talking about fly? Every time you see her, whether it's, J-Lo was just spotted going into the store, like she be just effortlessly fly. And that's what I want people to feel when they wear House of Très Jolie. Like you just effortlessly fly.
I love that. That was good. If you had to collaborate with any major brand, who would it be?
People not gonna want to hear this, but I'm gonna say it. Kim Kardashian. Skims.
I love Kim Kardashian.
So a lot of people be like,
yeah,
but
she's killing it.
She's killing it. Like I don't watch the show, allegedly. I know, but she is such a smart businesswoman. Do you see these collaborations she's doing? North Face.
I just want to say that. Yes.
Like, and she just opened a store on 5th Avenue.
Did she?
Everybody and they auntie and they mammy was there. So
in New York?
Yes, on 5th Avenue in New York. She just opened a store, a Skims store.
I was just there in September.
Yeah, so if I could collaborate, I would collaborate with her. I would love to pick her brain. And I would love for her to say, do this, not this, or you did this good, but you could go for yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you use ChatGPT to brainstorm?
No.
You should. You really should.
I'm still, so when I'm like putting stuff together, posts and stuff, and AI stuff comes up, I'm like, okay, I can use it. But a part of it still scares me, like I'm not gonna know how to use it.
No, okay. So what I mean, and I'm not even talking about for your business. I'm talking about for yourself as a business, for your thoughts, right? Yeah. So like, because I signed in, it remembers me. It remembers my businesses. It remembers when I said to write this. It remembers my mission and my whatever. So if I have a question about something that I said months ago, it remembers. I literally said, write me a bio that encompasses my life insurance business and my whatever, and it remembered all of my stuff, so it was able to write me a quick bio. Like,
I'm gonna have to try it.
So even if it's just like, here's the link to my website, critique it.
Yeah.
You know, give me 10 things that I should be working on for next year. This is my target audience. This is what I'm trying to do. This is what I ever poke holes in it. I use it to poke holes and stuff.
Davina.
I told her to roast me one day. I was just like, okay, I'm done.
I always knew you were a marketing genius.
Use it.
I'm gonna try it.
And you know what I would say to it? Act as if you are Kim Kardashian, the most successful fashion guru that these are collaborations. What would I do differently with my business to get on that level? What type of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to know.
I'm gonna try it.
You should.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
It's gonna change your life. But sign in though.
Okay.
Explain what your business is and all that, and just start shooting it up with questions, brainstorming. It's now gonna be your business partner.
I just recently told my son that I wanted to create a woman for House of Très Jolie, but like not me, but like a figure. And so he was like, ChatGPT. I was like, easy for you to say. And he was like, just put in there what you want and then create it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
And they now have them, I forgot what it's called, but they got visual, you know.
And that's what I need.
Yeah, they got the visual ones, but usually I'll ask ChatGPT to give me the perfect description to put in there because it's all about your input.
Yeah.
So like you can just say, make me a black girl that's kind of a cartoon, and it would like, no, you have to be so descriptive, yes, in order for it to work well, because they, of course, you know, they got the black girl with the afro, they got the, you know, all that little goofy stuff or whatever. So
not that little goofy stuff.
I'm just saying, like, you know. Okay, let's finish the game. What is a trend that you love and a trend that you hate?
Right now? A trend that I'm loving right now. I'm loving the knit booty shorts. Have you seen it?
The knit?
So
like the sweater material?
Right. They look like sweater material. They are sweater material, but they're like little shorts. And all the fashion girlies are wearing them with like a turtleneck or a t-shirt and like boots and a coat. Boots. And I'm like, I like that.
Would you wear that? Where would you wear it to?
I don't know. So listen, I just ordered this new blouse for HOTJ. It's a white long sleeve button down shirt, but it has like this really big bow and it's all like stones. And I was thinking to myself, I want to wear that. I don't always wear everything that I sell, but I was like, I want to wear that. And I'm like, what would I wear that with? So if you didn't know this about me, Target is my favorite store.
I love Target.
Baby. This girl I used to be friends with said, you got us buying all this shit from House of Très Jolie.
And you shopping at Target.
You shopping at Target. And I'm like, yes. Target has these knit shorts they're black and they got white bows all over them. I said I could wear those with the blouse, with some fishnets and some tall boots.
Do you ever feel like it's hard to find places to wear these amazing outfits to, or do you just like, I don't care, I'm just gonna wear it because I've been waiting to wear this outfit?
When I was younger, I used to be like, I'm gonna put this on and I'm wherever I was going. Now I be like, I don't feel like being overly done and everybody finna be in gym shoes and a raggedy hoodie. You know, like, I feel like it's getting harder to wear these things, and so I be having these outfits, and I always be like, where am I wearing this to? But I still keep buying it because I'm like, I'm gonna find somewhere to wear it to.
I literally started before. I don't know. You know how you kind of like look back, like, man, I manifested this, but I used to want to be that girl that goes to galas. I just want to be that girl that goes to galas.
But you have been doing that now.
I know. I didn't know then, but I just started buying gala dresses.
Yeah.
Like whenever in my mind,
it's gonna happen.
Someone's gonna invite me to this gala, and I'll have the dress, and then I look, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm the gala girl. I go to galas or whatever. So I do agree with that. I'll just buy it. I just buy it. And the occasion when
it'll come.
Yeah.
I tell people that I have this one friend that's always like, She calls me SJ. SJ, but where am I gonna wear that to? I'm like, you'll figure that out later. Just get it. Just get it. Because if you don't, you're gonna be like, oh, it's gone. Just do it.
I have if you can't stop thinking about it, you have to just buy it.
Baby, if I go to sleep and wake up, it's still on my mind. I'm like, I need it right now.
Yes.
I gotta get it right now.
Yes, or I'll just be, it'll ruin me.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I kind of already know this one,
Okay.
but bold colors or classic neutrals?
You said bold colors?
Bold.
Oh, but I'm bold.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm bold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you buy both for everybody.
Yeah.
If you can dress any celebrity, who would it be?
If I could dress any celebrity, who would it be? You know who I would love to dress? Monica. She's so fly to me.
Your answers are so random, but I love it.
Because people think because you know Beyonce's my favorite. So everybody always think I'm going to be like, Beyonce. But Monica, let me tell you, her sense of style blows me away. I would love to put anything on her.
That's so interesting. Like, your answers.
You weren't expecting me to say my
nothing that you said. Like J-Lo, like it just, I love it. I mess with it.
Yeah.
Okay. What's one piece of clothing that you can't live without?
One piece of clothing. Oh, my faux furs. I have a closet full.
I knew you was gonna say that because you just said you was like outdoor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got them in every color, in every type of fur fabric, and I'm obsessed with them.
I like those too.
I love them.
I
dream every year of the day that is a degree colder.
But then you moved to Texas.
Yeah, I did move to Texas. And so last year, I don't even think I got to wear one last winter. And I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe a couple of days, I did wear one or two. But
look, sweating, talking about, so I'm gonna wear this.
You just asked me if I put that on. I used to go to the grocery store in my coats.
I had to recently get a pea coat because I just felt like I didn't have a winter coat. All I had was that, and I'm like, I feel like I'm doing too much. I'm at the grocery store with this on, and I'm a type of person. I'll put some shades on and yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, I've learned now that I'm just gonna be here for the moment. Like, I don't care because I will always be dressing down, trying to fit in. You know, I just rather.
We weren't made to fit in.
Yeah, I just say, I want to be sexy suit girl. Yes. I want to just wear sexy suits everywhere I go.
And be that.
Yeah.
Listen, my middle name is Jahan, which is Muslim, which means inconspicuous. And I said, I'm not inconspicuous.
Far from it.
Completely opposite. Like, why did these people name me that? I'm not inconspicuous. And I'm not going to try to be anymore.
Yeah.
Because you're right. I think as you get older, you have kids, you realize life is fleeting, life is short. Why am I not living it the way I want to, right?
Yeah.
So?
Yep, I've recently said that, like, I don't care. Yeah.
If I want to go to the grocery store looking like a mob wife in my fur coat, I'm going to do it.
And they're going to watch. They're going to watch anyways.
So?
I agree with that. If your brand, I can't wait to hear this answer. Because you would think you would think that you had these questions, but you didn't, and it's like.
And you sent them late, and I never looked.
Yeah, but I didn't even send these.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't
so
send the game questions.
Yeah.
No. If your brand had a theme song, what would it be?
I don't know. I don't know. I think years ago it would have been "I'm Coming Out" by Diana Ross.
Okay.
Now I be wanting to hear 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I don't know.
So it's a confident we outside brand.
Yes,
Okay.
because you should be confident in whatever you wear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. Do you prefer online shopping or going to the store?
No, I need to go to the store.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm the girl that I like to try stuff on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like, and this is contradictory because I have an online store, right?
I must have looked at you like, wait, what?
I am not my brand. I will be there for hours because I need to try stuff on.
So
I like to try it on. I don't want to return. I don't want to send it back. I don't want to do that. I want to go. And I like the whole experience of being in the store.
Do you, with your own clothes, do you still only or always go in to pick the stuff out, or do you do some online shopping with your store?
No, I always do the trade shows, but I had to get to know my vendors. So that's why I initially started doing the trade shows, because then when I order online, I know what I'm getting. I know what type of vendor they are and what type of quality I'm gonna get.
So you build a relationship with your vendors?
Yeah.
How long did that take?
Years. Because when I first started, when I went there, I only ordered bags and accessories. Now, when I went, there was this one vendor that had this one dress that I loved. I pre-ordered the dress. It didn't come for months, but I ordered the dress. So I saw it in person, but it wasn't ready to sell. And I knew what kind of quality that was, but it took a long time because then I was only shopping online. All of the vendors kept saying, oh, get on Fashion Go, get on Fashion Go. I'm like, what the heck is that? I got on Fashion Go. It's like a vendor website with thousands of vendors. I used to be up to the wee hours of the night filtering through so much stuff until I learned how to work the website to just look for what I was looking for, you know. But I built relationships, so I know what type of, and so now if a new vendor is added and I see something that they have that I like, I'm reading reviews, I'm looking around at other boutiques to see if they've carried that vendor. I try to do my research because I don't want to sell my people no terrible stuff, because it will happen. Yeah, it happens.
That's so good.
It's people, what I've found is girls who want to start a boutique, they think it's all about you taking these pictures and putting this stuff on. It's so much that goes into it. It's not just about the glamorous outcome of it. It's so much that has to happen before you get to that picture. Insane.
That's so good.
Yeah, insane.
That's so good.
Girl.
That is, I couldn't have said it better myself. The research, the back end, everything. Entrepreneurship is not for the weak.
It's not.
It's a lot of research.
It is.
It's a lot of learning. It's a lot of understanding. It's a lot of mistakes. It's a lot of all of that.
It's a lot of growing. It's everything. And I'm really finding that younger people starting businesses think that it's just like, oh, my dad gave me $10,000. I'm finna do this. Oh, it ain't that easy. I don't care if you got the money. It's still so much that gotta go in place. People, if you can afford to put people in place, if not, it's just you doing all of those things. You know, girl.
Brain be on fire. Like, okay, let me just like for real.
Yeah,
I totally agree with that.
It's a lot.
I totally agree with you. Couldn't have said it. I couldn't have said it better myself. Okay, last two questions.
Okay.
Describe your brand in 3 words.
Classic. Bold. I want to say empowering, but not like, I don't want people to think like you're going to go on the website and you're going to get these black girl t-shirts. I say empowering because I try to buy stuff that make people feel like confident and good and like, oh, you know. So that's why I say that.
Yeah. Y'all, she really has some nice stuff on her website. Y'all should really go check it out. And last question.
Yeah.
What was the best advice that you've received about business or about fashion?
I I think is that they're always changing. Both. Fashion changes all the time, right? A lot of fashion cycles will repeat, but that can take years. But fashion changes like that. Fashion, I had to learn that. This lady told me you should be buying a season ahead. I didn't know that at first. I'm like, it's winter. I'm at winter stuff. I should have had my winter stuff in July. You know what I'm saying?
Like the stores do.
Like the stores do. Business is always changing. There's always something new to learn. There's always something new happening, and you need to jump on it. You need to make sure, like, not just your merchandise is up to date, but your business credentials, right? Like that new thing that's out that we gotta have done by December 31st. For your LLC, or you know, or your business don't exist anymore. Like, you gotta stay on top of stuff, and you gotta be able to roll with the times.
And then I heard that got canceled.
And then I heard it got canceled.
Yeah.
But it's like, you don't know.
Then a new Texas that could be potentially coming. And
right. So yeah, I think it's just all about change.
How do you stay up on fashion? Are you?
I trend forecast.
Okay.
That's
a thing?
So yeah. So for those of you who don't know, trend forecasting is you look at, what are we? This is technically fall 2024, right? So fashion shows, so there's this thing called the trickle down theory. Everything that we wear in fashion starts at the top with all of these high-end designers and come down to unknowns, right? And people recreate, and then this and that, and then I might have a version of it. Kiwi's Boutique might have a version of it, stuff like that. So it's like, I watch the fashion shows. So the fashion shows for fall 2024 came on at the beginning of this year, right? So I watch those shows. I go into these, they have different websites talking about what the colors are going to be for different times of year, what the trends are going to be for different times of the year in that year. And then they show you what the celebrities are wearing, what was worn at Fashion Week in February, but that ain't coming out till September. So Vogue used to do this thing called the September issue. Those from that fall stuff is from all of the fashion shows that happen in the spring. Okay, so every year, like right before I go to Magic in February, I do trend forecasting for the whole year. And then I might do it again as the year progresses, just to see how the tones change. So earlier this year, cherry red was a big thing, but it has gradually changed into like a Merlot red as the seasons change. So I trend forecast.
Wow.
It's a thing.
You just blew my mind.
Yeah, like people don't know, like, if I go to a trade show right now, the stuff that we are wearing, right now they're going to be selling stuff for spring, right? Vendors are already sending me stuff, sending me emails, sending me line sheets, saying pre-order for spring 2025. I have orders in already. So fashion is always a season ahead. You got to trend forecast, or you just going to be like, oh, this cute. Oh, where she get that jacket from? Let me see if I can find it and sell this to my cousin. Baby, she ordered that in the spring. You can't get it unless the vendor just keep restocking it. But other than that, baby, it's gone. You missed it. I'm sorry. Maybe next time.
I cannot take you. Sam, I have really enjoyed talking to you.
I'm so glad you asked me to do it.
I'm so glad you agreed to do it, because what I thought this conversation was gonna be about, it was so much more. It was so, Davina. It really was. It was so, to be able to have an intellectual conversation about business, and you gave us tools and tips and website and strategy. I feel like this is gonna help so many people, because like you said, they only thinking about that picture, not all of this. I was mentally stimulated the entire conversation. Like, I missed you.
I miss you so much.
Okay, so what's next for you?
So I am starting a new business
Okay.
called Champagne Taste.
Okay.
You know how people be like, you got champagne taste on a beer budget.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be, I didn't want that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to do, so I used to have these parties called Simchella,
Okay.
right? And so I would have all of these things at these events, like just stuff that I would like rent, and I had adult water slides, and I had this and that. And people it still calls me, like, where did you get the light up furniture? Where did you get the water slide? Who was the vendor? Who was the taco lady that came and set up and cooked all the food? Who did this? Who did? And I was like, this has been going on for years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people are always asking me, who do I know could get them this, or where can they find this or this? And I'm like, I need to cut out the middleman, and I be the middleman. Like, I can give this stuff to you.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want to do is rent party rentals. I want to rent party rentals because I love a good event.
Mhm.
Okay, I love a good event. So I want to do party rentals, but not like I don't want to do your kid's birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do elevated, luxurious adult events. I want to have stuff for that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then I want to do a mobile bar. I want to do a mobile bar that people could like have for their events and stuff like that. So Champagne Taste is what I'm working on.
So are you the broker, or do you have the, like, will you be renting out the stuff, or are you the planner of the event?
I don't want to plan your event.
Okay.
Now, if you ask for my advice, I'll tell you, like, if you're doing a Gilligan's Island thing, then maybe you don't need roses. You know what I'll do? So I mean, you ask,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to plan the event. I want to rent the stuff to you.
Okay. So you'll have the stuff.
I'll have the stuff. We'll come and drop it off. You know what I'm saying? I want to do that. So my ultimate goal, I have two ultimate goals,
Mm-hmm.
3. One, I told you, I want to have brick and mortars.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what I want to do first is I want to buy a building. I want it to be where I can have an event space, right? You can have your event there. We can rent you all the things. I want it to be able to house the stuff that we rent. And then I want to have space for House of Très Jolie.
Mm-hmm.
And if it just so happen to have apartments on top for somebody to live there, then that works too.
You better manifest that thing, write the vision.
That's what I really want to do. I really want to have an event space, and I want to have the things that you need for your events and stuff like that.
I can't wait to see what these things is gonna be, because I know how your mind works, and it's gonna be like the coolest stuff.
So that's what I'm working on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I love that. Where can people find you?
So you can find I'm on social media, of course. My Instagram is at House of Très Jolie, HOUSEOFTRESJOLIE. I know it's long. You can find me on there. You can get linked to Sam Cooke, to my Sam Cooke page from there. I'm on Facebook. I'm just Sam Cooke, okay? Not the singer, no E. My website is houseoftrésjolie.com. So I'm around.
Good. Sam is around. Sam, it's been such a pleasure.
Yes, it's always good talking to you.
Yes. I wish you the best on all of your endeavors.
You.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
And I think that's a wrap.
Yes, and you know what? Let me say congratulations to you too, because when we first met, you said you wanted a podcast.
I did.
So this is way big.
Thank
I'm proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank
Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Yes.